right, my friends, good morning. It is July 24th, 2022, and we're looking at a bit of breaking news right now. You are looking at an activated tsunami buoy off the coast of Nova Scotia and the northeast of the United States. Now, take a look at these numbers. When I click this buoy, it shows that it was set off about 11 a.m. GMT time. That's about 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And take a look at this signature. We're talking over 200 feet of movement up and down with this buoy. And the reason I know this isn't a glitch is because if you go to the event details, you can see right away that this is the Sable Island Bank buoy, buoy number 44403. If we go ahead and scroll down, look at this signature. This is no glitch. If this were a glitch, this would be one straight line up and down within a second or 10 seconds. This is an event that's taken place over 4 minutes. You can see right here, 10:52 GMT is where this chart begins, and each one of these lines is 1 minute long. So if we get all the way over to the beginning of this event, which is right here where my cursor is, or it's right down here where my cursor begins in a zoomed in fashion, we can see that this thing began at about 11:01 a.m. GMT time. Once again, that is 7 a.m. in the morning for the east coast of the United States or Canada. Now keep in mind, this side right here is meters, how deep the ocean is in that part of the world. And take a look at these drastic uprises and dips. That's why I know this is not a glitch. Something happened, some sort of rogue wave or something of that nature is definitely still affecting this buoy. Right here, what you're seeing is the beginning event, about 4,018 meters deep right here, and then it shoots way up to about 4,044 meters, and that is within a 40-second period. Each one of these, now that we're zoomed in, is 15 seconds long. So we're looking at about 40 seconds as this thing shoots up, and then take a look at this dip. This thing shoots down nearly 200 feet within 25-30 seconds, and as soon as this buoy hits the maximum bottom, it shoots back up within a 15-second period, about 180 feet back to about 4,036 meters. It then plateaus out, does another dip down to just under 4,000 meters. You can see that right here. And then once again, within another 30 seconds, it shoots back up to about 4,044. Kind of does a little jiggle right here, and then another steep decline under the 4,000 meter mark. So that's close to about 180 feet. Now, the first thing I did is I went and checked if there was any sort of earthquake. We're going to check 7 days, all magnitudes. That's what this chart is on now. If we zoom in, we can see that there is no earthquake activity within this area, but once again, this is the USGS, so we got to be careful with the information we use here. I also went ahead to volcano discovery, and the only thing I can see that's within the vicinity is this earthquake right here, reported shaking Nova Scotia, Canada. Now still, this is a few hundred miles away from that buoy. If I were to draw a straight line down, that buoy is about right in this area, and that's about a good 300 kilometers away. And it wasn't at the same exact time. It was a few hours later this earthquake was reported, so it's possible that whoever reported this shaking was about an hour or two late, or there could be more shaking in reports that are not yet posted. We got to wait a little bit longer throughout the day to see if anything else comes up as far as shaking within an area that people could have felt it, to give some sort of explanation of why this buoy is in event mode. And again, that's certainly not a glitch. There is something that moved this buoy up and down nearly 200 feet a few times, and as of right now, there are no answers. I brought up a detailed weather chart that I'm going to be checking for any sort of significant weather changes in this area right here. There are a few straight line storms that are building in this area off the coast into the Atlantic Ocean, but I'm telling you right now, it's not every day a storm sets a tsunami buoy into event mode, rising and dipping at nearly 200 feet or within 120 foot increments. That just does not happen. I am sensing some sort of rogue wave in this area, or even possibly some sort of sea floor movement. Did something on the sea floor cause this buoy to rise and fall within the last few hours? I went ahead and put in the coordinates for this buoy. These are the exact coordinates of where this buoy lies in the sea. We can see right here, these lines are what we get when satellites pass over the ocean and look at the sea floor for us. But as we zoom up, we can't see any real big signatures in this area of where this buoy is anchored to the sea floor. If we come up, we can see an overall edge where it goes from semi-shallow down to the deep part of the sea. That's why we're over 4,000 meters in this part of the ocean. But you can see the closest landmass is Nova Scotia. The next closest would be the northeast of the United States. And once again, that earthquake we just talked about was right here in this area. Somebody reported feeling an earthquake about 2 hours ago. Remember, this event took place at 7 in the morning. So a little bit of a gap between that earthquake report and the actual buoy going into event mode. We have a little bit of timing to figure out to see if either of these things are related to each other, or if we get more reports of shaking and the website Volcano Discovery just hasn't processed them yet. And again, my friends, this is not a signature you get when a buoy is glitching. This is not a glitch event. This is actually taking place. This buoy is rising and dumping 60 to 70 meters, over 200 feet per dip. Now, clearly, this is the largest one right here, and then we have a secondary one, a little bit of a dip right here, and then another big one before it plateaus out. We are still going through this event, so within a couple minutes, we should have more of this graph to look at, but take a look at this right here. This is a very detailed graph, and again, this all took place within 4 minutes. Now, again, I'll be checking into this situation throughout the day. We do have a lot of severe weather up in the northeast and underneath the eastern Great Lakes. We talked about this yesterday, so maybe this weather has something to do with it, causing some rogue waves, some very big rogue waves at that. We're talking nearly 150-foot waves if this were the case. So that's what I got for you right now, my friends. I will have another video out later, and I will be looking into this situation, but we have a tsunami buoy in activation mode, making drastic dips out in the Atlantic Ocean. Any thoughts or ideas, let me know down below, and I will check them out immediately. All right, my friends, it's 11 a.m. here in the Northeast, July 24th, 2022. I hope you all have a good rest of your morning. Shout out to Canada. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all, and you will get all notifications from this channel, and trust me, you won't be disappointed.